Hi people, how you doing? Hope you're doing fine. Today, the subject of our class is phrasal verbs, and we'll be talking about some examples, and later will give you some examples of two songs where the phrasal verbs are used. As you already know, do what you have to do before the class, and let's start. Phrasal verbs are common in English language, especially in more informal contexts, and it's done by a verb plus one or two particles. I'll show you here some examples about phrasal verbs. We have some sentences here like: police are looking into connections between two crimes. They called off the meeting. So in those two examples you have the using of phrasal verbs. And in the image you can see some actors from Law and Order series. That is a police series about investigation and things like that. Talking about structure of phrasal verbs, they can be apart or together, except when there is a pronoun. When there is a pronoun, you cannot separate the phrasal verb. And here we have some examples. They call the meeting off, or they called off the meeting. Both of the sentences are proper. And I'll pick you up from the station at 8 p.m. In this case, you have a personal pronoun, you, and you cannot separate the phrasal verb pick up. So you have to put pick you up all together. In the image, we have a frame of a video from a band named Rush, A Passage to Bangkok. And you can see there is a train and probably is going to a station, as we have in our second sentence. Talking about non-separable phrasal verbs, we have here to remember that transitive phrasal verbs, which does not allow an object between the verb and the particle, they are non-separable. Like, for instance, who looks after the babe when you are at work? Or the caterpillar turned into a beautiful butterfly. As you can see in the image, we have a caterpillar, this animal, that turns into a butterfly. So it's a huge change for an animal. Talking about phrasal verbs with two particles, it's important to remember that this type of phrasal verbs are also inseparable. And here we have as an example, who came up with that idea? Let's get rid of these old magazines to make more space. In the image you have a magazine named Mad. There is a very interesting magazine and they do a lot of jokes, parodies, puns. They make parodies of movies and cultural knowledge in general. It's a very interesting type of magazine, really related to teenagers and young adults. Talking about phrasal verbs relating to cultural elements, We can talk here about this band T-Rex. And T-Rex were an English band formed in 1967, led by singer-songwriter and guitarist Mark Bolan. You can see here in the image the band. And they had a song called Get It On, Bang a Gong. And in this song you have this phrasal verb, get on. And as you can see, you have it, the pronoun on this phrasal verb too. So this is one first example about the phrasal verb in cultural elements. Another example of the phrasal verb in a cultural element is in a song Lean on Me by Bill Withers. Bill Withers was a singer-songwriter who had a lot of hits during his career. So among them we have Lean on Me. Lean on Me is a song that not just the title, but there are other phrasal verbs in the song. So you can listen to it and try to identify these phrasal verbs, and let's check it. Lean on me when you're strong. I'll be your friend. I'll help you carry on. Hi people, how are you doing? I hope you're doing fine. Today in our activity, I have two questions for you. The first one, what are the phrasal verbs in the song Lean on Me? You can check out the video, you can read the lyrics and find out the phrasal verbs in this song. The second part of the activity is a question. I do to you is, do you lean on people? If so, why? And if not, why too? So, do the activities and see you around. Lean on me.